Welcome again to the Post for All Season Sports Show. I'm Drew Rubenstein here again with Fred Wyant. Fred, appreciate you joining us once again here, and I think today's discussion you'll have a unique perspective having been a quarterback for the Mountaineers. With last week's news that William Christ enrolled at the school, WVU now has 5 quarterbacks on campus, all competing for the starting position, and obviously WVU doesn't want to find itself in the situation it was last year with the musical chairs and shifting between 3 different quarterbacks. But let me start with this, because I think one of the interesting parts is obviously you want to find the right guy for the team, but the psychological part, being a leader, you probably couldn't have been the leader of the team that you ultimately became until you knew the coaches entrusted you to be the leader of the team, if that makes sense. The team can't really totally gel until the quarterback's decided and he's allowed to portray his personality and really rally the troops. How much is that true in the case?
Well, I think the whole thing's true. What happens is that when I was here, I said to Sam Huff one time, I said, Sam, do you know when I was your best teammate? And he said, no, we were in his office. I said, when I was playing. And they talk about there's no I in team. There better be an I in there because that's what it takes if you're going to be the quarterback. And he agreed. And that was at a time, I think the Brown kid was the second string, and he was sitting on the bench. I'd have been gone. I'd have been someplace else. And so they're in that kind of a situation that I worked hard. I was the only quarterback that was in there at lunchtime for 4 years. And I called all my own plays for 4 years. And that was 34 straight games from my second. It was a situation of would I have not liked to have had somebody bothering me? Well, I was used to playing since I was 13, but by the same token, I wanted the confidence because I was another coach on the field.
Absolutely.
And that's the way he thought of me. And I can remember one time going down the field, we're behind, it's the only game, we're undefeated, South Carolina. I throw a pass down the field, I run right by the bench. I said, Coach, you got anything you want? He said, no, you're doing fine, just keep on going. I said, fine. Went down, called the play, pass went through the receiver's hand, landed in the South Carolina kid's stomach, and he put his hands up on it, and that's the beater season.
No, that's great. It wasn't that you were scared of competition, but to have that level of confidence. And I guess when you think of the quarterbacks that are going through this situation now, I mean, what did it mean to you when you knew you had the complete confidence of the coach, like in that situation, running down the sidelines, and he's giving you control because he knows that you're going to do what's best, and what that allows you to do, I guess, for the rest of the team when you have the full reign like that?
Well, I had confidence in everybody on the team that we had, and I knew that I had dealt with them, and I knew that we went 4 years and never were stopped on a first down attempt that was under 2 yards or a touchdown with the quarterback sneak with that line that I had, and you had a confidence with each other, and we were great kidders back and forth even during the game.
Do you remember when you knew you were the guy? Was there a moment in your career, you mentioned that ultimately you were the quarterback in the room and so it was obvious, but your freshman year, when did that moment happen that you knew you were the guy? Well,
the first game of the year I was the fourth string quarterback.
Okay.
Well, we were playing Furman, we were behind 22-0, and we're supposed to win that game. And I always thought I don't care what it is, put me wherever he yells for me, and I had an Adam's apple just there. I go in, it's third down, and we don't have a first down. I look up on the sideline, he's indicating and he wants us to kick the ball.
Uh-huh.
I turned back around to the guys. I said, I don't know about you, but I don't want to kick the ball. And they all said the same thing. We only had one senior. They all said, we don't want to kick it either. Good. So I turned around after a 60-yard pass. Jack Stone caught that pass, and for a touchdown, we got the ball back, scored again, and then ran out of time. And I knew when I was standing on the field and everybody else was running, and I'm waiting for the coach to come across the field, and he's coming with the group. And he came across and he said, boy, he said, you're going to be my quarterback from now on. That is, if you can follow directions. I said, yes, sir, coach. Never called a play, ever, in the next 4 years.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And so last one for you here, just having your experiences and then looking at the situation that West Virginia faces, how do you think, if you're Dana Holgorsen, how do you proceed here? I mean, you got to find the right guy, but then there's also this whole underlying issue of team chemistry and being the leader, and I would venture to say that was an issue that WVU dealt with all of last season because there was never one clear-cut guy. So how quickly would you want to identify that guy, and how would you kind of manage this quarterback situation?
Well, Sonny Jurgensen said to me in the conversation that we had, how can somebody that never played quarterback call plays and know what's going on out there in the middle of the field? So I don't think that they'll, until they don't let those kids, in my opinion, they don't let them do anything. They do it all, and they're sort of
programmed.
Yeah, they're programmed in out there, and they get no chance to be the quarterback. They're just a position.
So you'd give them a little bit more freedom on the field, is what you're saying?
Well, if I had a quarterback, he's going to be the quarterback. Yeah. I want to watch the game, and if I can help him, fine.
Yeah. That's interesting, Fred. I appreciate your time once again. Lots of insightful comments, and we'll be back again next week. And please continue to check theedpost.com. Thanks again, Fred.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.